Right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Rugby 20 live stream. Today, I don't really know what to do, really. I mean, it's going to be more based on a Q&A rather than an actual live stream for just the game itself. Hence the title of the stream, Rugby Q&A playing Rugby 20. So, if you have any questions regarding, well, literally anything, whether it's about myself or rugby related, let me know. What do you think of the game so far? Personally, I'm enjoying it. I did another video today for my series of the My Solo mode. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I've done 10 episodes now, so that's going to be obviously one episode a day. I think I've got up to the 3rd of February, so there's a lot of episodes lined up for it, so literally look forward to it, all of you. And yeah, I think it's really fun. I mean, I love the fact that you can make your own team and sign your players and all these cards and packs and stuff that you have to try and get. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. So hopefully that answers your question. What team do you support? I support the Ospreys. Unfortunately, they play really poor at the moment, though. But second team-wise, maybe like Cardiff Blues or something like that. Okay, if you are just tuning in, feel free to let me know what questions you want to ask me. Like I said, this is more of a Q&A rather than just playing the game Rugby 20. So feel free to ask me anything. It doesn't even have to be rugby related. Tell me about Paul. I am a Tigers fan. It's sport for you, mate, innit? At least, well, you're not getting relegated now, though, are you? Because Saracens are going. Would you try modding kits for Rugby 20? Well, I don't play on PC, so unfortunately I can't. But some people do, and because they did it in the Rugby Challenge series, and you can get like the official kits rather than just the customized kits. So I imagine it is possible, because some person was saying that they managed to get into the files of this game on PC, and they actually found out that there was official Rugby World Cup logo in the game files, as well as a Super Rugby logo as well. So, and well, that means at some point they might have had the license for them, and they just managed to lose out. Except it's not possible on console. So these are the cards I've got, guys. As you can see, I've got Artemia from Russia. I got Tain Basham. These are just my poor cards. And I got Jack Carty, then I got Charlie Kasang, Clement Castet, Camille Shah, Raphael Shom, Jack Conan, Ollie Cracknell from the Ospreys. I'm just going to read out my best ones. Johan Dazel from Namibia, Cameron Dolan, Robert Dupree. I got Eben Etzebeth today as well. I mean, I think eventually he will have his official player face. But I was over the moon getting him. Bryn Evans, Fasalelli, Fagu, Patricio Fernandez, George Horn, Stuart Hogg, Loan Goujon. We've got Rory Hughes, Hugh Jones, Rafael Lacafia, Victor Leon from Moldova, Julius Nosdat, Byron McGuigan, Melanie Matavau, McAvey, Scott Otten, Christopher Sampson, Francois Tran-Duc, Tim Swinson, Bureau VX, hello, back to you. Henry Slade, Charlie Sharples, Francois Van Wyk, and then Jonathan Wisowski. What's your favourite team in France? That's a good question. If I was to pick one, I don't know, actually. I mean, I think I quite like Racing Metro, because I think they're quite good. I quite like Stade Francais. They've always got really cool kits, Stade Francais, so I quite like watching them. I mean, Toulon are obviously always going to be the team that's exciting to watch, just because they're Toulon. They have the money, they have the players, so that's why they're the best team to watch. Although I quite liked Racing Metro when they had Dan Carter. Yours is Toulouse and Perpignan. Yeah, Perpignan were pretty good as well. I don't know, are they good anymore? Didn't they go through a phase where they weren't that great? Are they in this game? Well, obviously they're in the game, but are they? They're not in top 14, are they? No. They were relegated a while back, if I remember rightly. What's your favourite Pro 14 team? That'll be the Ospreys, because that's the team I support. And then second team is usually Cardiff Blues, just because they're the capital of Wales. And then usually then, if I was to pick one outside of Wales, I would probably go for maybe Glasgow. Or don't mind you, the Cheetahs. I quite like the Cheetahs because they've always been quite fast playing. Perpignan are in the Pro D2. Yeah, there they are. Rated 69 on the game. And there's those two kits. If you are just joining us, please make sure you leave a question. It's more of a Q&A video rather than just playing Rugby 20. So even if you're not a fan of this game, feel free to leave a question. Hopefully as well you have checked out my latest video on the solo mode. I'm really enjoying playing that. I've currently recorded the last video today, which was I managed to get promotion, but I'm not going to say anything else that happens in it. What did you think of Munster? What do I think of Munster? I think they're a decent team. I mean, they've got some good players. I haven't watched the Pro 14 in quite a while now, just because since they went to Premier Sports, I just haven't really been able to get back into it, just because it's a subscription-based thing, and I can't. Well, I don't have Sky, so I don't really get it up on the telly, so it's a bit difficult to do. I did buy like this Android box to watch the Pro 14, and it involved like getting a mouse from a computer and setting it all up. I was like, I'm paying for a tenner for this, so I just didn't bother in the end. So I think that was the last time I watched Pro 14 was like 2017, I think it was. I've watched the odd game every now and again. I've seen some highlights, but I don't really follow it as much as I used to. But Munster are a good team. They played pretty well in the Champions Cup, I believe, as well, didn't they? I don't know if they got through to the knockout rounds or not, because I kind of stopped watching once the Ospreys lost against Saracens, which I thought they put a good performance against, but like I said, they just weren't in it anymore, so I just stopped watching it. Which Saracens players do you reckon will leave? Ospreys are linked with Nick Tompkins. That'd be a good signing for the Ospreys, I think. But the thing is, I think it's more of the coaching staff that's really letting the Ospreys down. Which Saracens players do you think will leave? Well, I'd imagine Owen Farrell is gotta leave, surely. I mean, he's on an estimated 750,000 a year, and isn't it like the budget for wages are like 5 mil or something like that? So yeah, I think Owen Farrell will be the one to leave. Liam Williams is obviously already going to the Scarlets as well. I think the highest earners have got to be like their superstar players, and I'd imagine they're the ones that are going to go. I think the basic ones will probably stay, but like I said, the likes of like Owen Farrell and stuff like that will probably go. And Itoje, I think, would be another one that will probably go. Yesterday you were saying who would you buy a New Zealand pack, but when I got to the final division, it gave me one for free, and it was a class pack. I think I got 4 cards, and all of them was 85 plus. Yeah, the thing is though, I know like they're highly rated and like they're the best pack on the game, but the reason I said that was because the players aren't real. They're not an official player. That's the only issue I had with it. I mean, like I would have. Well, me personally, I would rather play a real player that actually exists in real life in my team rather than a fake one. But it's up to you. If you want to like upgrade your team to the highest rating possible, then you go for it, mate. Just me personally, I'd rather have the real players. That's all. Who should we play? Let's probably play an English team. Let's say Bristol. So here's my team, guys. As you can see, I have Raphael, Sean. Well, I just showed you all this before, but yeah, my team's rated 63. I have some really good players in there. I think most of my starting lineup are all above 70. The subs, then there's like one that's below 70. I think it's there. Yeah, and then it goes into reserves. The reserves is kind of the thing that lets me down a bit. What else we got? Yeah, it is a bit annoying. However, not real. Yeah, I know. Do you like Joe Marler? I think he's alright. I mean, I think on the pitch, a lot of people think that he's not a really nice person. But then when you see him off the pitch, like I've seen him in interviews and stuff, he's not even that bad. I think it's just like how you're seeing him in the game, and that's how he plays rugby. You want me to play Conan at 8? Right, okay. There you go. Alright, it is on semi-pro. Yeah. How good would it be if Louis Rizamet starts against Italy? Easily good enough to start. Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to it. I hope he does start against Italy. If not, be on the bench and coming on like 60 minutes or something. In which season did South Africa teams join the Pro 14? 2017, yeah. I think he has really good potential. The only thing is, on this game, he's rated really low. But that's got nothing to do with your question anyway. But I think, yeah, it'd be really exciting to see. What do you think of Johnny Sexton? Johnny Sexton, I think, is a really good player. I don't think he's as good as he used to be. I would say he's kind of like... Let's put it... If he was rated originally, say, 94 out of 100 on this game, he's not. I'm just using this as an example. I would say he's now around probably the 87 mark. I think he's kind of like... His age is getting to him a bit. He's still a quality player, don't get me wrong, and any team that wants him, he'll play really good against, but I just don't think he's as good as he used to be.
An attempted tackle by Hughes, but he comes up empty. Hogg takes the ball to the ground.
Oh God, what's happening?
This is going to be a real struggle. Oh, they've lost the ball there.
Oh no! Haha, good tackle. Feel free to keep getting your questions in, guys. This stream can be anything, it doesn't even have to be rugby related. You can ask me about my music or whatever I like. Feel free, go ahead. Oh God, I'm trying to read the comments as well as do the scrum, so it's like gone really bad. But hopefully we can win the scrum now. Okay, we've won the scrum.
Attacking options here for the number 9. He just wasn't concentrating on the pass.
Go on, Hughes. Oh, it's out. What do you think about commentary when the England team is playing, because it says all the right names? What I'll do is I'll actually play as England in my next one. I mean, this stream's more about answering questions rather than playing this game, because I just felt there was a lot of questions people wanted an answer to yesterday. So I thought I'd do one today. I might do another one tomorrow as well, because tomorrow's my last day here with good internet, so... But like I said, going back to your question, Max D, I think it's mainly because the fact, if somebody went on the PC version and then, like I said, managed to find the Rugby World Cup licensed and the Super Rugby was originally meant to be in the game, so something obviously happened. It's the same with the England team, I'd imagine, and that's probably the answer to your question. But like I said, I'll go and have a look in a minute. I haven't actually seen it myself yet. We are not playing well, guys. I found this worked quite well, and then we can change the direction to the other side.
That could have gone better. Well, they tried it, but
hello, just in, or just one N. Any news on Rugby Challenge 4? No news yet. I do try and let you guys know all the time. I check it on a regular basis, the website and stuff. So I will let you know when I find anything out about it. James Suckling, hi.
Perfect.
Come on, Henry Slade. Like I said, if you are just tuning in, feel free to ask a question. Doesn't have to be rugby related, it can be anything. I lost a lot of grounds then.
Advantage! Foul, but the referee is playing advantage.
God, I can't get anywhere today.
Almost worked.
He's keeping the ball in play.
Here we go. Rob Dupree. Nail him.
Absolutely everything into that handoff.
They've managed to keep possession of the ball.
He's grabbed and throws it out to.
They still control the ball and can go wide.
There are possibilities out wide. Breakthrough by Falgu.
I think the quality is really showing now, isn't it? Because obviously Bristol are the better team. So.
Passes to Shaq.
The attacking team keeps the ball.
Mind you, I got Etzebeth on this team, guys. Where's Etzebeth? I haven't even seen him so far. Do I play any other games in my spare time? As in video game? Well, yeah, I'm guessing you mean video games. Do you mean as in on this, do I play any matches, or do you mean as in, do I play any actual other video games?
Now for the penalty kick.
That's not getting there. Nope.
No, it doesn't.
I had the distance though.
The referee signals the end of the first half.
Any other video games? Yes, I do. I haven't played any recently. The last one I was playing was Madden 17. I decided to go back to that game and have a go at it. I quite enjoy the Madden games, to be honest with you. Then I started Uncharted 4. I have completed that twice, but then I went back to it again to see how good it was. I played the first level and I was like, oh, the rest of it I kind of already know. I've completed it twice. So Skyrim I've completed 4 times. What other games? Fallout 4, completed that twice. I played Star Wars Battlefront, the first one. That was pretty good. Trying to think what else. The Witcher 3, no, I haven't played that. Apparently it's really good. I really enjoyed Skyrim, so like everybody was saying The Witcher 3 is meant to be very similar to that. But no, I never had the chance to play it. I really want to play, I played Dying Light, I've completed that twice, or 3 times maybe. I really want to play the new one coming out, but I haven't, well it's obviously not out yet, so I can't play that. Any other video games? I'm trying to think of. I mean, I've played all the Uncharted series as well, not just the 4th one. I mean, I think I originally started off. I played the 2nd one first, and then I played the 3rd one, and then I finally played the 1st one, and then the 4th one came out. Call of Duty Modern Warfare games on the PS3 I used to play. I haven't played the new one yet though. I've got a Nintendo Switch. I have played Luigi's Mansion, the 3rd one that's recently come out. That was actually pretty fun. If you have a Nintendo Switch and you're struggling to find games like me, Luigi's Mansion is pretty awesome. Mario Odyssey I played as well when it first came out. I've also played Mario Kart. That gets very repetitive though. Like I feel like you can't really play that by yourself because it gets really boring. Yoshi's Craft World, I started playing some of that, and I thought originally I played the demo and I thought it was really good, and then I started playing. I got the real version and the full version, and it just wasn't as good. I mean, I still enjoy it, but I just felt like the demo, like it obviously is like a new game sort of thing, you know, and then you get the final version and it's like, oh, it's quite poor. Kind of like Rugby 18, really.
In they go to
What else we got? Other questions coming in.
still control.
What have we got? My favourite Call of Duty. That is a very good question. Modern Warfare 2 was pretty awesome, and so was Modern Warfare 3. I'm gonna say Modern Warfare 3 because I bought that game when it first came out. Modern Warfare 2, I was recommended it by my brother, so yeah. So I would say Modern Warfare, the third one. I should play Snooker 19. Alright, okay. Thanks for the recommendation. How many English clubs have managed to win 4 English Premiership titles in a row? I'm going to say 2. Hey! Was thinking of getting a Switch. Is it worth it? It depends what sort of games you like. Because I got the Switch the year it came out. I had it for that Christmas. And I was like, oh my god, yeah. I bought it for the new Mario game. And the Mario game is absolutely amazing. I would strongly recommend getting that. It's literally brilliant. I spent hours and hours on that after work and stuff. Mario Kart is more of a game I feel like you would have to play with 2 players rather than just by yourself. And then there was obviously... what was the other game I got? I got the Pokemon Eevee edition, I think it was. And yeah, that was quite poor. I bought it because, like, from what I saw in the trailer... was that you get the free roam and stuff, you get to make your own Pokemon, character and stuff. That's what I thought you could do, and I bought the game and I was just like, what is this crap? It's just trash. But then I've never really been a fan of the Pokemon games myself, so maybe it's just me. And then after that, the next game I got after that was Christmas Just Gone, and that was Yoshi Craft World and Luigi's Mansion 3. Luigi's Mansion is actually really, really fun. I would say you'd have to play Mario first, though, to try and get the whole vibe of that sort of thing. Again, you probably played Mario before, but like I said, if you play the new Mario game first and then Luigi's Mansion, then you kind of find Luigi's Mansion more fun. Yoshi's Craft World, again, is fun. It's kind of like Little Big Planet when it was in its prime, but to me, I played Little Big Planet 1 and 2, completed them loads, and then I bought Yoshi's Craft World, and I was like, it literally just feels like that. So that's why I didn't rate it much. But I would say, I mean, if you're after more like family-friendly games, then yeah, get a Switch. It's also really cool to be able, like with me, I have to get a bus up to my girlfriend's, so it's nice to be able to just pack my little Nintendo Switch and just play it whenever I want. So it's handy game. It's free to get as well on the. It's a racing game, but yeah, it's fun. Do Ireland versus England and play as Ireland. Well, no, I'll do Ireland versus England, but I'm going to play as England because I want to hear the commentary say the English players' names. Because somebody said that. God. Somebody said that you can pick up the voices, so I want to hear them. Where is it? There. And we'll do Ireland then, is it? Yeah, England should be white though, and Ireland should be green. There you go. What do the England players look like? So Owen Farrell would be called Adam Hayes. Okay. There's some challenges. Do that one, and that one. Commentary still works when you play against. Right, okay, sorry, mate. I'm playing as England now. Dan Carter holds a record for a number of points in New Zealand national team. How many points? I'm going to say it's like 1,500. Yeah. So, for everybody watching right now, if you could all leave at least one comment saying what you think of Rugby 20, I'd be really interested. And if you're not actually watching it for the game itself,
Tries to break through.
Turned over the ball. And the attack leads to a ruck. They've managed to keep possession of the ball.
Ruck. They've held on to the ball.
and the internet quality's just dropped, guys. I do apologise. I'll just pause it and wait until it comes back normal. I think there needs to be a trophy ceremony when you win the cup. I think it does as well. I think that's quite annoying actually. I would like to see, be able, like, if I've gone for the effort of like trying to win the World Cup, I feel like I should be able to see a ceremony at least. So far I haven't heard them say foul.
There's not a great deal of support there.
They're passing the ball around well. They still control the ball and can go wide.
There's no one there. What am I doing? Oh yeah, it's a Johnny May then.
So here's the first line out of the match.
Rugby 20 is good. Hang on, I'll read the rest of that comment now. Wait until I get into another ruck. Oh yeah, it's literally saying all the names. Right, what have we got? Rugby 20 is not realistic. Yu-Gi-Oh! 121311. No, it's not realistic, but it feels like a rugby game. I mean, I don't, yeah. Like I said in yesterday's stream, it's never going to compete with like the really well budgeted sports games, but I think it's a step in the right direction, and I feel like it's fun and it feels like a rugby game. And a lot of the rugby games that come out in recent years, like Rugby 18, Rugby 15, Rugby World Cup 2015, they haven't felt like actual rugby games, whereas this generally feels like it is. Just my opinion, I think, but yeah. What else we got? Rugby 20 is good, but it's held back by how easy it is. Turning the ball over in rucks is especially easy. Yeah, I think, I did discuss this yesterday as well. I think when it comes to the rucks, I feel like the option for the square, press square, I feel like that shouldn't be there. I feel that it should just be, keep tapping this team, and you can literally get the ball back every single time. And I just think that's a stupid way of doing it. I think it's really good. Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, like I said, there's been better games before, but I feel, like I said, it feels like a rugby game. As to date, it feels like, well, the last 10 years, I feel like this could be one of the best rugby games in the last 10 years.
There's a chance on the outside with Ashton. Oh, the stiff arm bend. George making his presence felt.
I hate the control. Hang on, let me get somewhere and then I'll read that comment. Try. Right, what have we got? I hate the control a player in defence. I'm always forgetting to press change player and then my defender runs to the other side of the pitch. It's really annoying. Right, what? I hate the control a player in defence. I'm always forgetting to press change player and then my defender runs to the other side of the pitch. Oh, right, okay, I think I get what you mean. You mean as in like you forget to press the change player thing rather than having to change it yourself? Is that what you mean? Again, I think it gets better the more you play it. I mean, I've played the hell out of this game this last weekend, so it's literally, I probably put about maybe 10, 12 hours in this game, and that's just including the last about 4 days.
Advancing, some good work there. Support for the ball carrier.
Oh, tremendous defence. They just stopped that in its tracks. Bad pass, didn't reach the intended target.
That looks like it'll be a ruck.
They've kept possession at the back of this ruck.
But it's a decent clearance.
You should be able to buy players for Ultimate Team, not just buy packs. Yeah, but then the thing is, you'll just buy the players you want, and then that'll be it. You know, you won't want then to keep playing the game. That's why I think the developers have done it, so you put more time in the game. I mean, I think if they were to do the ability to just buy the players you want, I think the only way they'd be able to do it then is having to buy contracts like you do in FIFA, so you get that player for like 3 games or something like that. Because otherwise, you'll get really boring because you'll get your players and that'll be it. There's no one else you want.
Might be worth spreading it to the wing. The referee says that's a ruck.
They still control the ball and can go wide.
Vunapo is tackled and they keep possession.
Right, there's more comments coming in. I'll get to them now. Right, what have we got? Anyone else had the bug where you get the conversion and the game thinks you haven't, so don't get the points? I have not yet encountered that, no.
He gives the ball. They're going to work hard for the ball.
We don't seem to be getting anywhere with this.
They've held on to the ball.
Right, let's try and like line it up for a drop goal so we can just drive forward a bit.
They've managed to keep
A last minute drop goal we go. Ah, never mind.
Gaps opening up out wide.
Ah, try. Harry Chamberlain says he has. Yeah, he's encountered the bug.
So the conversion, 2 more points up for grabs. Just a reminder.
Has anybody got the bug then? I did it, I think it was in a video recently, it's probably not up yet. Where like the ball has been dropped onto the floor and then you're running towards it and you kick it and it literally just goes flying off the pitch. Anybody else encountered that? Where it's like, usually it just bounces along the ground, doesn't it? Because you're trying to chase it. My one literally booted it off the park. It just disappeared. I don't know if anybody else has encountered that problem.
back onto his feet to challenge for the ball.
Oh God, what? No.
Block for Ireland. Turnover ball.
Oh, they're really intent on keeping this ball alive.
This is going to be a real struggle. Brilliant defence. A ruck's formed.
They've
Alright,
managed to
game
keep
over.
possession of the
Let's
ball.
kick it out. What I find really annoying is the fact that when you go to kick it out, I think if you just tap X, it should just kick it as quick as possible. That's what I think it should be, because they take way too long to kick. With the packs though, oh God, we're leveled up. I wasn't looking at the screen then, so that made me jump. Oh, we got a booster pack. Oh, awesome. Okay. What have we got? With the packs though, it's 30,000 for Epic Players Pack with 285 plus, but it's more expensive to buy packs. Some Pro DD packs with trash players in. Yeah, that's what I thought. The price is, right? This is what I said yesterday. I generally think the superior, well, the Epic Players Pack, which is that one there, I generally feel that should be worth a lot more than 30,000. Because you're getting superstar players in that. I got even Etzebeth today in one of the videos I did. So surely that should be like 60,000. I think they really like undercutting the money that you have to earn to get these players, personally anyway. Need a harder difficulty. Do you? I mean, I struggle. I'm on semi-pro and like I generally feel like that's hard enough for me. And then pro, I haven't actually played on pro yet. Would you consider doing a series playing Rugby 20 against subscribers, similar to the way Cornflake does? Could have a league table and everything. I mean, I've liked the idea. I said this yesterday. I mean, I'd be quite happy to do it. Well, actually, no, I didn't say I'd be happy to do it. I said I liked the idea and it would be fun to do. But my only issue was I'd be talking to random people. And I don't know, I've never done that before. Like, when I play online, I never talk to anybody. I'm happily playing online and stuff, but I never actually put my mic on and talk to people. So, I don't know. I don't want it being awkward, and I don't want it to show on camera, so that's why I'm kind of like, By half time, I was 49-19 up against Munster as Leicester. Oh, right, okay. Whatever difficulty you're on, the opposition hardly ever score. You should be able to concede penalties more so that the scoreline is more realistic. Yeah, I've noticed that. I've noticed the offside as well. I can be offside and the referee doesn't call it. I think that's a bit of an issue as well. You really need to sort that sort of stuff out. The small little things. I think the main things they've mastered. I mean, like today in the video I did today, it was like the opposition caught the ball. I kicked it down there, and they picked it up. And there was no word of a lie, it must have been centimetres away, and I tackled him into his own goal line, and they gave me a scrum. So I think when it comes to that, they've kind of mastered little key areas like that. But then there's issues like the offside rule they haven't really got right. Knock-ons, I think they've done that fine. Forward passes is another one. There's been some clear forward passes in the videos that I've been doing, and you will see in the next couple of weeks what I mean about that. But yeah, I think they need to sort that as well. So where are you all commenting from? I'd love to know where you're actually all from. Obviously not exact, but like location, like country-wise. Because we had someone yesterday from Czech Republic. I know I have quite a few from Ireland and South Africa. You also win ticks too easy. Brazil, oh awesome man. You also win ticks. Oh, you mean kicks? You must mean them. As in, what do you mean now? As in goal kicking? Or do you mean as in, like, penalties? England, Brazil. I mean, I think if you mean penalties, I think you earn penalties way too easy. But, otherwise... Oh, Sweden, Italy. God, it's amazing actually reaching out to all of you around the world, guys. It's pretty awesome. I think I've literally covered everyone from this side of the world then. So we got one from South America, one from England, well, two from England, sorry, one from Sweden, one from Italy. We just need some guy now from Australia and New Zealand, and we've literally got every area of the world besides Asia. So the developers obviously know the game well, unlike other rugby games. Yeah, like I said, I thought that as well. I think, like as I said, with Rugby 18, there was so many things that were happening. I was like, that was a knock-on, but nothing was called. You know, I think they've paid attention to the main error areas when it comes to penalties. Rucks. Oh, you win rucks too easy. Yeah, like I said, I think they should get rid of the whole fact to press square to win the ball back. I think it should be keep tapping circle, personally. Anything else you want to see, guys? You're from Wales. I gathered that, mate, because your thing says 1337 fully Welsh. So if you were from like France or something, it'd be a bit weird having that as your profile name. So we've currently got 13 people watching. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Like I said, any questions, feel free to bring them in. Doesn't even have to be rugby related. It can be if you want to ask me something about me or about something that's going on in the world, feel free to ask me. Scarlets versus another Welsh team, please. Okay, yeah, fine. I will probably be ending the stream before long, maybe about 20 minutes from now. Do I live in Wales? I do. Obviously, I'm not going to give you an exact location because there's people watching around the world. I live in the county Pembrokeshire, and that's all I'm going to say. What did you say? A Wales team you wanted to see? Was it Scarlets versus another Welsh team? Okay, I'll play as the Scarlets. Should we do the Blues? We'll do the Blues, yeah. We need a stadium, and it looks like Parker Scarlets, so let's find one. Yeah, I'd probably say that one, actually. So I'm an Ospreys fan, then. I am, indeed, mate. I am. Very poor performances from them. You should feel sorry for me. Having to support a team that's that poor. Win with 5 more points than your opponent. Yeah, I can do that. My dad is South African. Oh, interesting, man. What leagues are in the game? The leagues that are in the game is the Pro 14, which obviously is the one with Ospreys and the Wales teams and stuff in it. Then there's the English League with like Saracens and stuff. Then there's the 2 French leagues as well then. And then there's an unofficial World Cup with like the World Cup nations that were in it from 2019. What we've got, sad to be an Ospreys fan. Yeah, it is, yeah. It's a good job I don't watch them as much as I used to. Why hasn't Gareth Davis got a picture of himself? That's weird. Poor you. Ospreys are awful. I know. In all honesty though, what do you think is actually wrong with the Ospreys? Because they've got the players. It's just they don't seem to be playing well. Happy we won the World Cup. So, oh, you're a South African then. Did you say... Oh, my dad is South African. Oh, right, okay. Which team holds the record for the most top 14 titles? I'm going to say Toulouse. Yeah. Yeah, I think at the end of the day in that World Cup final, I generally think South Africa were the deserved winners. Those 2 tries they scored were world class. I think they should let off Pro D2 and get Super Rugby. Yeah, I think when it comes to the licenses, I think they get them as a package. Because obviously, Big Ben and EKO Software is French developers. So I'd imagine they would probably just get the package automatically. That's why you'll probably hardly ever see Rugby Challenge having the license for the top 14. I mean, they probably have in the past when a rugby game hasn't come out that year, but when it comes to another rugby game coming out that year made by Big Ben, there's no way Rugby Challenge will get it. Got to be down to coaching, and we don't have a decent fly-half. Yeah, I think that as well. I think since Bigger left, we never really had anybody decent. They kind of like tried to get Sam Davis to step up, but I just felt Sam Davis has never really been the same class as Dan Bigger. I mean, like, we've had so many good players in the past. We had like James Hook, who was originally our fly-half. Then he left, then Bigger stepped up, and then we sold Bigger and we never bought anybody to replace him. It's the same as scrum halves. I think once Reece Webb comes back now, I think we'll be a completely we won't be a completely different team, but it's a step in the right direction, I think. Well, else we got more questions. You need to be able to change your team name. I think that as well. With the series that I'm doing, like I said, well, actually no, you wouldn't have known because I said this in the video I was doing for the series. Obviously, I've done 10 episodes, and they're up until, well, every single day up until the 3rd of February. So the series that I am doing, please excuse the fact that it's being played now and they're being recorded now, as in, like, if there's an update in next week or whatever, obviously the update won't be in that series until I finish, well, up until the 3rd of February, if that makes sense. I don't know, I think I'm dehydrated, that's why I'm kind of like not talking properly. I just won New Zealand playing as Russia. Oh, awesome. I like the fact Russia are licensed in this game as well. I thought that was pretty awesome to have their official kit and all. I mean, like, they were qualified in the World Cup, but you would have thought maybe that they might not have been in this game because they're kind of what you'd class as the lesser nation. But by having them in this World Cup, well, by having them in this game and being able to get their players, I thought it was pretty awesome. Do I know consistent walkthroughs? I know of him. I've watched his videos. I contacted him today, asking if he wanted, well, if he was interested in doing a video with me. He hasn't yet replied. He hasn't seen the message, so who knows? It's a possibility. Maybe leave some comments on his videos or something if you want me to see, if you want to see me and him do a video together. It's strange how Sam Davis has stepped up for the Dragons but couldn't do the job for us. Yeah, I thought that as well. He plays decent for the Dragons, but then that might be because the Dragons aren't that amazing. And neither the Ospreys, like, nobody is that amazing besides like Leinster and stuff. But I just thought Dragons are actually poorer when it comes to the teams, or the players on the team sheet. I don't know, just my opinion. But Dragons are actually playing better than the Ospreys, so I can't really talk, to be honest with you. More questions coming in. We've got, there's literally no sidestep. The right stick does nothing. It does. I'll show you now, though. When I get to a winger, let me just try and get out that far. I'll try and show you a good example in a minute. Let me clear it. And get, oh, okay.
Didn't really get into that tackle.
The ball's been burgled. And the
There we
ball
go, out wide.
into the scrum half.
Oh, God, I can't even do it now. Let me set up a kicker, clear it.
The ball heads towards the 22. That looks like it'll be a ruck.
Right. If I can just get it out wide.
Davies send it on to Patchell.
Oh, God,
Wow, he's well and truly
come on.
Jones steams along the outside.
Right, there's no one out wide, go.
He makes
And
a
again.
pass.
Right, Steph Evans, right, watch now. See?
There's the tackle. Here's the
So
rugby.
it does do stuff, you just got to move it in the right direction. What do you think about the idea of the Ospreys going back to the Knoll? Every time I've been to the Liberty, the atmosphere is not great, and maybe if we move to the Knoll, we could fill it out again. I think that as well. Yeah, I agree with that. There's a few parks in Swansea. There's the Brewery Field as well, if I remember rightly. That's a cricket ground though, but it has played. It has been like done up for rugby games in the past, so I feel like a smaller stadium might be a bit better for the Ospreys. The only thing with that is the fact that the Ospreys are currently under partnership with Swansea Football Club. So Swansea own the stadium, but the Ospreys are in a shared partnership for the next like couple of years or something. And obviously they don't have to look after the pitch then, do they? The Swansea Football Club look after the pitch. So I think that's the main issue they have there. It's the same with the Dragons. It's like if you got rid of the Dragons and you, like, say if the WRU wanted to set up a region in North Wales and they scrapped the Dragons, then Newport County Football Club have nowhere to play because currently the Dragons are the ones funding Rodney Parade. They're the ones that look after the pitch and stuff. So I mean, it works both ways when it comes to the football and rugby sharing stuff.
It's a ruck.
Whilst we got more questions coming in. Consistent walkthroughs has no rugby knowledge. Also, do you know? Heard of Squid? Squid Rugby. He's brilliant. Do you mean Squidge? You must mean Squidge Rugby. Yeah, he's like the biggest rugby YouTuber around. He's got like over 100,000 subscribers, which to me would be an absolute dream. I would actually love that. I'd probably, like, if I was from it, I'd happily just quit my job. Because if you think I earn about maybe 100 quid from this channel a month, on a good month, so think how much money Squidge Rugby will be getting for his videos. That's if he's allowed to put adverts on them.
They must get the ball out to the wingers.
God, this winger is really slow.
Support. And the ball was lost by